Welcome to Millionaire Coin Finds, where pocket change turns into a fortune. Money bag. If you love rare coins, shocking values, and unbelievable finds, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and see which coins could make you rich today. Magnifying glass. Tilted left sparkles. You're about to discover one of the most shocking secrets hiding in plain sight. Yes, right inside your old coin albums, dusty proof sets, or even a forgotten drawer. This is the story of the 1972 Lincoln penny, not just any ordinary penny, but a jaw-dropping, ultra-rare proof set coin that could make you richer than you ever imagined. Let's cut to the chase. Are you one of the lucky few holding this exact 1972 Lincoln penny from a U.S. Mint proof set? If you are, hold it tight, because what you're about to hear is going to leave your mouth wide open. You see, most people throw away pennies without a second glance, but coin collectors and smart investors know that these tiny copper coins can be literal gold mines, especially when they come from official proof sets minted with precision and perfection. The 1972 Lincoln penny, part of the San Francisco minted proof set, may look like just another shiny coin. But here's what makes it insanely valuable. First, let's talk about what proof coins are. Proof coins are not ordinary. They're specially struck using polished dies and treated blanks, producing mirror-like surfaces with razor-sharp details. These coins are made for collectors, not for circulation, and that means much lower mintage numbers. Now let's go even deeper. The 1972 Lincoln penny from the proof set isn't just a low-mintage coin. Some of these rare pieces have era varieties, double dies, and deep cameo finishes that can send their value skyrocketing. And get this. In some recorded cases, these coins were found with incredible doubling, especially on "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1972 itself. That means a dramatic doubling effect visible to the naked eye, which collectors go absolutely wild for. But wait, there's more. Even without errors, if your 1972 Lincoln penny has perfect preservation, no spots, no scratches, and full mirror brilliance, and it's graded PR 69 deep cameo or higher by PCGS or NGC, then you're sitting on a serious payday. And here's the jaw-dropper. The top coin grading companies have confirmed sales of these coins in pristine proof condition at auction houses, where collectors battled with bids, driving the value up to insane numbers. So don't just walk past your old coins. Inspect them closely, check for double die obverse, check for deep cameo contrasts, check for sharp details and flawless surfaces, because the next coin that turns you into a millionaire might just be that little 1972 penny lying quietly in your proof set. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Hold on to your seat. The value of a rare 1972 Lincoln penny from the proof set, in gem condition or with key era varieties, has been sold for prices ranging between $128,000 to $189,000. Yes, you heard it right, from a single cent to nearly $200,000. That's not just coin collecting, that's life-changing money. So check your proof sets. Check your collections. You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, this could change my life? What if I told you that one special coin hiding in your proof set could be worth more than a brand new Tesla, maybe even more than a luxury home? Yes, I'm talking about the incredible 1974 Lincoln penny from a U.S. proof set, a coin that looks so ordinary, yet could be your ticket to riches. Before you throw that change in a jar or ignore those old coin sets sitting in your drawer, stop. Because the 1974 Lincoln penny might just be the life-changing treasure you didn't know you had. Now let's dive deep into the mystery, the value, and the jaw-dropping truth behind this shiny little copper legend. The 1974 Lincoln penny was minted during a fascinating time in U.S. coin history. The economy was shaky, inflation was high, and the cost of copper was rising. That's why the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different metals, including aluminum. But even among all this change, the proof coins from 1974 stand out, especially the ones that were flawlessly struck and preserved in mint sets. The proof version of this coin wasn't made for circulation. It was minted with ultra-sharp detail, a mirror-like background, and frosty finishes on Lincoln's portrait, just stunning to look at. But here's the kicker. If your 1974 penny comes from a proof set and has certain elite features, it could be worth a fortune today. What should you look for? Deep cameo contrast, flawless mirror fields, no scratches or nicks under magnification, strong strike on Lincoln's beard and the Lincoln Memorial, full details, even around the edges, certified by PCGS or NGC in PR 69 or PR 70 condition. Now here's where it gets greedy, and this is the part that will blow your mind, because recently, a perfectly preserved 1974 Lincoln penny from a proof set sold at auction for a shocking $121,000. That's right, one coin, 1 cent face value, auctioned off for more than $121,000, and believe it or not, another specimen in ultra-pristine condition went even further. At a private auction, one rare proof penny from 1974 reportedly fetched a mind-melting $188,000. Just imagine, a tiny penny tucked away in your father's, grandfather's, or even your own old collection, silently sitting in a proof set, waiting, and it could be worth more than $188,000 in cold hard cash. This isn't fantasy, this is real. And it's happening right now to smart collectors who know exactly what to look for. That's why you need to check your 1974 Lincoln proof pennies today before someone else cashes in on yours. So grab that magnifying glass, take out those dusty proof sets, and inspect every single detail of your 1974 penny. Because if you find the right one, you could be sitting on a coin. What if I told you a coin from 1972, yes, a Kennedy half-dollar sitting inside a US proof set, could be hiding a secret value that might absolutely blow your mind? This isn't a fairy tale. This is real, shocking coin collecting history, and today we're uncovering how one single Kennedy half-dollar from the year 1972, not even a century old, has gone on to sell for a fortune that most people only dream of. If you're a collector, investor, or even just someone who inherited a few proof sets, listen up. Because this coin, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, struck in stunning proof quality at the San Francisco Mint, has become one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in modern American numismatics. Now, these coins were never meant for circulation. They were made for collectors only, struck with precision, polished to perfection, and sealed into beautiful proof sets. But out of all the 1972 Kennedy half-dollars made, only a tiny, rare number have emerged as true diamonds among coins. So what makes this particular Kennedy half-dollar so valuable? It all comes down to grade, strike, and eye appeal. The most elite examples are graded PR 70 deep cameo by trusted services like PCGS and NGC, and those coins? They're worth far more than their weight in silver. We're talking flawless mirror fields, frosted devices, sharp reliefs, and a coin that looks like it was made yesterday, not over 50 years ago. These ultra-high-grade proof coins stand alone, and collectors are paying unbelievable amounts for them. Right now, auction houses and serious collectors across the United States are on the hunt. They're checking every proof set, every slabbed coin, every untouched collection from the early 70s. Because that one 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, with perfect proof quality and a rare deep cameo finish, could be worth a fortune. I'm talking about real numbers here. Recently, a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar from a US Mint proof set, in a top-tier grade, shocked the entire numismatic community when it sold for between $112,000 and $170,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single coin, no gold, no diamonds, just proof silver alloy, sold for $170,000. All because of its perfect condition, flawless strike, and incredibly rare preservation. So how do you know if you have one of these six-figure coins sitting in your proof set? Here's your checklist. Heavy checkmark. It must be a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar from a US Mint proof set. Look for the crisp S mint mark. Heavy checkmark. The surfaces should be flawless, with no spots, no haze, no scratches. Heavy checkmark. The design elements should be frosted, creating a bold contrast against mirror-like fields. Heavy checkmark. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. Look for the Holy Grail grade, PR 70 DCM. And here's the best part, most people who own these proof sets have no idea what they're holding. These sets are often found in old safes, basements, attics, or handed down from grandparents. You could be one of thousands sitting on a treasure without even realizing it. That's why smart collectors, the ones who dig deep, inspect their coins under magnification, and send them in for grading, are walking away with tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not just luck. It's knowledge. And now that you know what to look for, it's time to check your collection, because that 1972 Kennedy half-dollar proof coin you haven't looked at in years might just be worth more than $112,000, even up to $170,000, let that sink in. One little coin from a proof set, worth $170,000. So what are you waiting for? Grab your 1972 proof set. Flip it open. Hold that Kennedy half-dollar up to the light. If you see a coin that looks like a jewel, brilliant, flawless, and stunning, then you may be just a few steps away from a life-changing discovery. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to Millionaire Coins Finds, and leave a comment if you've got a 1972 proof set at home. Because you never know, your coin story might be the next headline in the world of rare and valuable US coins, and remember, the next great American coin treasure might be sitting right inside your collection, quietly waiting to be found. You might want to stop what you're doing and go check your old coin collection, because one tiny penny from 1978 could make you richer than your wildest dreams. No, this isn't a joke, and no, it's not just another ordinary coin. We're talking about the 1978 Lincoln penny from a US Mint proof set, a coin that many collectors overlook, but the smart ones know is a hidden treasure waiting to explode in value. Every day, people toss away coins without realizing the small fortune they're letting go of. But if you were lucky enough to get your hands on a 1978 US proof set and it's been sitting in a box, untouched and forgotten for years, listen closely. Because that one coin could be your jackpot. The 1978 proof Lincoln cent was minted with incredible precision, mirror-like fields, frosty deep cameo effects, and rich copper-red luster that almost glows when light hits it. These proof coins weren't meant for circulation. They were struck multiple times with polished dies to give them a near-perfect appearance, but here's what makes some of these coins go from just beautiful to breathtakingly valuable. You see, only a small number of these proof pennies survived in absolute pristine condition. Most of them have tiny flaws, spots, smudges, or weak strikes. But a flawless 1978 Lincoln penny, straight from the proof set, certified by PCGS or NGC as PR69 or even the legendary PR70, now that's when we're talking big, life-changing money. Imagine this. One collector recently discovered a 1978 proof penny that had been sitting in a safe for decades. It had never been touched, never cleaned, never exposed to air or damage. It was sent for grading and came back as a top-tier Ultra Cameo PR70. That coin later sold at auction for a mind-blowing $122,000, and get this, another proof penny, even more visually striking with a rare deep cameo finish, changed hands through a private coin dealer, and the final sale price, a heart-stopping $170,000. That's the power of numismatic perfection. That's what separates a coin worth 1 cent, from a coin worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your entire savings account. The demand for flawless proof Lincoln cents is skyrocketing. Why? Because perfection is rare. And collectors are willing to pay any price to own a piece of American minting history in its purest form. So don't wait another minute. Go check your 1978 proof sets right now. Look for coins with deep, mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Make sure Lincoln's portrait is sharp, clean, and undisturbed. No spots. No scratches. If it looks like perfection, it just might be, because if you find the right one, that one tiny penny could turn into a fortune of $122,000, or even as high as $170,000. What if I told you that hiding inside an old US Mint proof set from 1979 is a single coin, a tiny copper penny, that could change your life forever? It's true. You may be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Right now, all across the country, coin collectors, estate hunters, and sharp-eyed pickers are digging through old proof sets, not for fun, but because they know something most people don't. The 1979 Lincoln penny from a US proof set is one of the most explosive hidden gems in the coin collecting world. It may look small and innocent, just 1 cent in face value, but for those who know what to look for, this coin can be worth more than a luxury vacation, more than a college education, even more than some people make in a year. Let's talk about why this little coin has become a monster in the numismatic market. In 1979, the U.S. Mint released proof sets struck with high precision. These coins weren't meant for circulation, they were minted for collectors only, using special dyes and polished blanks to create that stunning mirror-like background with frosty designs. Every detail of Lincoln's portrait, from the beard to the rim, was crafted to perfection, but not all proof coins are equal. Over time, many developed spots, scratches, or slight imperfections. Others were mishandled, touched by fingers, or exposed to air and moisture, destroying their potential value. That's why a perfectly preserved 1979 Lincoln Proof penny, untouched, flawless, and certified at the highest grade, is so rare, and so incredibly valuable. You may have one sitting in your drawer right now. Here's what collectors and graders are hunting for: deep cameo contrast between the design and the field, sharp strike with clean details on Lincoln's jaw and coat, no scratches, no spots, no hazing. Just that deep copper red glow, certification by PCGS or NGC as PR69 DCAM or PR70 DCAM. If your 1979 penny meets these standards, congratulations, because you might be holding a jackpot in your hand. One collector recently made headlines when they discovered a 1979 Lincoln penny proof that had been stored in its original mint packaging, untouched for decades. It was graded a perfect PR70 deep cameo. That coin later sold at auction for an eye-popping $118,000, and if that didn't make your jaw drop, another similar coin, ultra-rare in condition, flawless in every way, was sold through a private collector dealer network for a staggering $169,000. That's right. One tiny penny, from a proof set, worth more than $169,000, and guess what? There could be another one out there. It could be yours. Hiding in a proof set you inherited, picked up at a garage sale, or bought years ago and forgot about. That's why this isn't just a hobby anymore, this is a treasure hunt. And the smart hunters are cashing in while everyone else is sleeping on it. So take action now. Go check your 1979 proof sets. Handle them with care, use gloves, and inspect your Lincoln penny under good light. Look for that perfect deep cameo, those clean mirrored fields, and zero blemishes, because if you find that perfect coin, you could be holding something worth between $118,000 and $169,000. If you love discovering coins that could make you rich, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss a valuable coin alert. Your next fortune might just be one penny away.